Hi there! I think this video will be uploaded around Nowruz time, so I'd like to congratulate you with this wonderful holiday and wish you good health. I really hope that your life will be as sweet as the delicious baklava and as flourishing as the semeni. Today is another revision lesson. We will look at the past simple and present perfect. As I know this topic is a little bit confusing, so let's start with looking at their structure. How do we form the past simple? For regular verbs, we add ed to the root form of the verb. For example, work becomes worked, play becomes played, push becomes pushed, love becomes loved. For irregular verbs, things get a little bit more complicated. In some cases, the past simple looks exactly like the root form of the verb. For example, put, cut, cut, hit, hit, cost, cost, and so on. For other irregular verbs, including the verb to be, the past simple form is more tricky, like do, did, see, so, go, went, give, gave, feel, felt, and many more. How do we form the present perfect? We form it with the help of have, has, plus past participle. We make the past participle by adding ed to regular verbs. And again, we also have some completely irregular verbs. Let's use the same examples that we did with past simple. For regular verbs, work becomes have worked or has worked. Play becomes have played or has played. Push becomes have pushed or has pushed. Love becomes has loved or have loved. For irregular verbs, again, we have those that don't change the root form of the verb and those that change it. Let's start with the ones that don't change the root form. Like put becomes has or have put. Cut becomes have or has cut. Cost becomes have or has cost. Hit becomes have or has hit. Let me also give you examples of the ones that change the root form. Like do becomes have or has done. See becomes have or has seen. Go becomes have or has gone. Give becomes have or has given. Feel becomes have or has felt, and many more. So now we have revised how to form the past simple and present perfect tense. But how do we know in which case should we use which tense? Let's have a closer look. The past simple tense is used to express finished time. In contrast, the present perfect describes unfinished time. For example, in the past simple, I lived in Turkey from 2003 till 2007. This is an action that started in the past and finished in the past. The present perfect, I've worked as a teacher since 2015. This action is not complete. It is continuing until now. By the way, before we move on, do you guys remember what do we call this? It's an apostrophe of what? I'll give you 5 seconds to answer. I don't have a watch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's an apostrophe of contraction. Please don't tell me you said possession. The past simple tense is used to refer to definite time or specific time, while the present perfect is used to refer to indefinite time. For example, in past simple, we would say, I saw the Burj Khalifa in 2010. The time is specified. In the present perfect, we can say, I've seen the Buckingham Palace, but the time over here is not specified. The past simple tense indicates a series of finished actions or repeated actions. The present perfect expresses experience or result. I'll actually insert a few examples to the video. There are also some time phrases that we use with each of these tenses. I will insert a table to the video so that it's easier for you. Now let's see how attentive you were. Please tell me, what is the difference between the past simple and present perfect? I'll give you some time to answer. Why didn't I wear a watch? We use the past simple when an action happened at a certain period in the past, finished in the past, and is not continuing anymore. We use the present perfect for an action that started in the past, but is still continuing now, or is somehow related to now. Now I'd like to give you guys some more example sentences to show the difference in meaning when using the two tenses. The sun rose at 6 a.m. This sentence is in the past simple. We know that the sun came up at a specific time in the past and it is not rising now. The sun may or may not be in the sky when saying this sentence. Also, the time is important to specify. In the present perfect, we will say the sun has risen. We know that the sun came up and it is still in the sky now. Another example in the past simple, Aydan ate lunch early. Hi Aydan, I miss you. I miss you all actually. Okay, so Aydan ate lunch early. This means that Aydan started eating and finished eating already in the past. Somebody might say this when lunchtime is already over. In the present perfect, we will say Aydan has eaten lunch. Now here again, Aydan started and finished eating lunch. But lunchtime may still be continuing. So somebody might say this when others are preparing to have lunch and they wonder whether Aydan will join them. I still have some more examples for you guys. So Eldar was friends with Nikita when he was a kid. So you might say this sentence in 10 years or 20 years, in 2030 or 2040 even. So this will mean that Eldar and Nikita are not friends anymore. They were friends when they were kids, when they were children, but now they're not friends. In the present perfect, this sentence will sound like this. Eldar has been friends with Nikita since he was a kid. So this sentence means that they are still friends. So I think this one is much more realistic in your case. So Ali lived in Dubai for a year. This sentence is in the past simple, and it means that he lived in Dubai in the past and this action is finished. He no longer lives in Dubai. In the present perfect, this sentence will sound like this. Ali has lived in Dubai for a year. This sentence means that he is still living in Dubai. In our Ali's case, we will use the past simple because the action is finished. Right now, Ali is living in Baku. Now it's your turn. Look at this sentence and tell me in what tense it is and the reason why. It is in the past simple. So the first clue lies in its structure, in how we formed it. We just used the past tense of the verb. And secondly, it happened at a definite time. So when he was 6 years old. What about this sentence? I'll give you guys a minute to think. This sentence is in the present perfect. Again, the first clue lies in its structure. So here we have plus studied. Also, it is something that happened in the past, but it is related to the present. So you guys are still studying in LANDAU, so that is related to the present. So the important thing to remember is that the key is already given in its name. The present perfect describes an action that is somehow related to the present, whereas the past simple is an action that happened at a specific time in the past and is a finished action. I will post homework on the Landau's Open School portal, just like last time. Please don't hesitate to ask me some questions if you have any by using either the portal or my email. I will insert it here. That's it. I'll see you next time.